Nigga, we got episode 5 out this bitch. This one is about to be for the youngers. This is the Know Where Your Enemies Come From episode. I want to talk to the youngers, the ones that don't know. You don't know yet, but if you gonna find out, and I don't want you to find out too late. Where do your enemies come from? Your enemies come from within. It be the people that know you the best. They can hurt you the most. They know the most about you. I just got into a spat with somebody in my family. I ain't gonna say who it is, but they gave me some money that they got from an accident. So somebody gave them some money. And they gave me a tiny piece of it. But I just worked for some bread. And a nigga know I worked for it. And niggas on drugs and on dumb shit. So they see the bread that I worked for. Every fucking penny I worked for it. And they want a piece of it. They want it. So I'm like, I gotta get this bread back. I'm about to get this bread back to him. Fuck him. Shut your dumb ass up. Nigga, you mad. You're a clown. And you ain't me. Niggas is upset. But you know, I'm gonna take that little loss. I need that money too. I'm trying to start some businesses up. I'm trying to build something. But niggas getting high. And they just want, all they thinking about is they self. Don't care about nothing but them. Man, nigga you gonna get that money back. I'm about to give it to you, bro. I'm gonna come up off of it. Whatever. I worked for my bread, so I can give it to you. I can pay you back. As a matter of fact, you know what I'm saying? Nigga gave me some bread and then straight flipped the script on me and was like, I did this, that, and the third, and now I want it back. Okay. You can have it. I got less than what a nigga got off of the case that nigga had a case, got into an accident, got a case, had buku bread. But since a nigga fucking lame, he spent all that shit. Now a nigga talking shit because he seen me build some shit up. And I worked for mines. I worked for that shit every fucking penny. I grind for it. Now a nigga want a piece of it. You can have it. You can have your little piece. You gonna blow that shit and be right back at square one. Motherfucking ironing niggas' clothes or whatever the fuck you do for your money. You know why y'all niggas get down. You know what I'm saying? So this episode right here is about where do your enemies come from? They come from within. They be the ones that know you the best. You feel me? They know the most about you. So they be the ones that can hurt you. The devil used people that you care about because you don't want to do nothing to them. You love them. So he used them against you. And that's where we at now, yo. We at a point where our enemies come from within. My homies is niggas that I ain't grow up with. Last time I talked to a nigga that I grew up with, he was like, yo, you did some shit 10 years ago when we was fucking 15 and that was longer than 10 years ago, but you know what I'm saying, like it was longer than that. He's like, you did some shit 15 years ago and I think about that shit every time I see you. I'm like, yo, I felt bad about that because I thought we was about to fight, but you ain't, you didn't press up. You could have fought me. We've been fighting. This is a nigga that I was fighting with. We was fighting every day. This nigga fighting them all the time. But niggas got a little bit older. My my brother start doing other shit, and then it just, I mean, a nigga got a little bit intimidated. Then he pressed up on me like off the liquor for real. Let me know how you really feel. I'm like, oh my god, you mad about that? Nigga, I felt bad about that shit. I thought we was gonna fight. How long have we been fighting each other? Every day for 1,000 days. Now all of a sudden, whatever though. Enemies come from within. I love my nigga show. I really do. But you gotta realize when the ones you gotta keep at arm's length, the ones you can keep a little bit close, and then the rest of everybody else, man, just keep them the fuck away from me. I stay in the house. I ain't got no time for that shit. I ain't got no time for nobody dumb shit. Fuck niggas. Flat out, y'all ain't shit. I'm the motherfucking man and you not. And that's why you mad. Enemies come from within. They don't come from a distance. They come from within. My goals are at a distance. But my enemies are close to me. They'll be in your family. They'll be in your friends. They will be everywhere that's close. All of your connections. That's where your enemies come from. Because those the people you care about. Them the ones you don't want to do nothing to. So they'll use that shit against you. You feel me? I done had my mother flip on me. Told me she hate me and all that. Like, what? Out of all the people in the world, you're seriously telling me that you hate me? You fucking joking? That's the joke. She wasn't joking when she said it. Yo, she spit out her mouth and everything. She didn't even wipe that shit off. It was spit on her face and her shirt. She didn't even wipe it off. My own mother told me this. I seen my pops, yo. My pops lied to me in my face. Lied. He knew he was lying. He knew I knew he was lying. And he ain't even give a shit. That's the enemy. Now I'm talking about my parents. I'm talking about my mother and my father. I love them, yo. But they the enemy. Wonder why a nigga can't get nowhere. When your own parents are your enemy, can't go nowhere. How you gonna get somewhere? How? That's why niggas in fucked up situations. Your enemies come from within, bro. For the young, this one for the. Now, I think all of my episodes been for like everybody, but this one is specifically for the youngins that don't know this shit yet, that haven't figured it out. Your enemies come from within. Why you think niggas gotta hit the block to learn something? Because the motherfuckers in the streets is the ones, they sitting around like, man, my enemies came from within too. And then y'all link up together and then a nigga teach you something like, man, because I don't want you to go through the same shit I went through. It's a shame. It's a shame. It really is. It's terrible. It's bad. But it's reality. The reality is the devil know that if he used the people that you care about the most against you, he can beat you. You see what I'm saying? But what God knows is if you survive that first beating and the second beating and the third beating, then you'll realize, damn. Especially as a man, I don't know what it's like for women, but as a man, you get beat like 3 or 4 times because you still holding on to what you believe and shit like that. And then once you get on the other side of them beatings, you be like, yo, fuck that. I'm about to just start my own family. This family shit ain't working. This family shit ain't working. I got a couple cousins I can fuck with. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with my brother. Even me and him bump heads here and there, but I love my brother, and me and him been through the same shit, so I want to bring him with me. So I'm gonna give him some more leeway. You know what I mean? And then we also have times where we on the same page. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, especially now, we kind of having times where we on the same page. So it's like, I want my brother to come with me. But my parents, my mother and father, they my enemy. My grandparents, well, not my grandparents, just a couple of them that I can fuck with. You know what I'm saying? But you know, my grandparents, they just was like, they came from the South. They aren't really educated, so they don't really know too much. They just trying to cling and hang on to what they know and what they have. But we trying to move towards the future. And how can you can't move towards the future when you clinging to the past? You see what I'm saying? You gotta let some shit go. And when you don't want to let shit go, you inadvertently become the enemy. Even if that's why the nigga said, forgive them for they know not what they do. These niggas is inadvertently the enemy. But ignorance is not an excuse. Just because you ignorant don't mean shit. You still the enemy. And all the enemy gotta go. I gotta beat you. I gotta beat you. Like, I be feeling bad, yo. Like, this shit be killing me, man. My mother just went to the hospital and want some more other shit. My sister was calling me, and I couldn't even. I was hurting, yo. I was hurt. I couldn't even say nothing. My sister was like, yo, you need to call. But I'm like, she did what she did because she wanted to weaken me. That was unnecessary shit. It's unnecessary. But that was an attack on me specifically. She knew what she was doing. She knew that whenever she did what she did, it was gonna come back to me. And one of my sisters was gonna be on some shit like, yo, you need to call and you need to talk to her. And if I'd have called and talked to her, nothing would have changed anyway. She know what she doing. Every time she have an opportunity to help, she fold up. That's how this shit go. You know what I mean? It's hard with me. And my grandmothers and them, my grandmother specifically, the one, yo, she get on my nerves, yo. See what I'm saying? But she at least provide a place for a nigga to be able to be intelligent and work. I will give her that. Like, she don't know all the dirt that she do. It's like she do a lot of dirt, yo. But still, she provide room for a nigga to make it. And I gotta honor her for that. And I will honor her for that. But the enemy come from within. For all of you youngest that don't know, you know what I'm saying, your family be the ones that's the worst people. Because they know everything about you. Your family know everything about you. So if somebody use them against you, what you gonna do? They know everything. They know what time you go to sleep. They know what time you wake up. They know when you going to work. They know when you don't have a job. Other people in the streets just be trying to figure this shit out. But they be trying to figure out all that information. Your family know everything about you. They knew when you was born. They know your birthday. That's why they the worst ones. Your family be your enemy, and it's cruddy as shit, but that's the way it is. It's a shame, but that's the way it is. You can't let that shit hold you back though. You gotta overcome that shit. And I'm telling you this. This is the fucking Know Your Enemy episode of the podcast because I want the young, this specifically for the youngins. I want y'all to know where your enemy's coming from. Your enemies come from within because y'all don't know yet. And I don't want y'all to be as angry as I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, because if you know it, I didn't know this shit. I'm like, yo, why would my father lie to me? Like, that shit don't make no sense. Why would my mother tell me she hate me? That don't make no sense. But all that shit happened. They was trying to derail me. You be dealing with all types of shit out here, man. I'm just hoping that I can talk to you, tell you what's going on, and fucking give you some insight to this shit. I ain't saying run around with niggas in the streets that don't care about you. What I'm saying is fuck with niggas that fuck with you. And that's it. You feel me? It don't matter if they family or not. If your family don't fuck with you, don't fuck with them. That's what I'm saying. If your blood relatives don't fuck with you, don't fuck with them. Even if you guys stay in the same house with them, don't fuck with them. They don't fuck with you. If people don't want you to be successful, don't say shit to them. Fuck you. You don't want me to be successful because you're a failure? Because you failed? Now you want me to fail? Oh no, we ain't having that, clown. We not having it. Your enemies come from everywhere, but the worst ones come from close to you. And for all of you that don't know that, I'm telling you right now, where do your enemies come from? This the We All We Got, episode fucking 5. I'm out of this bitch.